My father, he started shrimping, I guess, when he was probably 14 with his uncle. And he fell in love with shrimping.
But that love of the South Carolina coast and the shrimp harvest she provides may soon be affected by, of all things, the tide. Researchers at the University of South Carolina's Baruch Institute in Georgetown started noticing an increase in sea levels and, of all things, the Spartina grass, which makes up the marshes along the coast.
We have data that nobody else in the world has. It's incredibly valuable because it's documenting the kinds of changes that are occurring in estuaries naturally.
For millions of years, sea levels have risen naturally. The Spartina grass works with the tides to build up sediment. A balance is achieved only with a gradual increase in sea levels. But USC scientists started noticing dramatic increases in just the past 15 years. Within the next century, the marshes could be open water, completely destroying the ecosystem.
And marshes provide us critically important roles in being nursery areas for fish and shellfish. Our coastlines are fragile and extremely important economically.
Commercial and recreational fishing and shrimping adds millions of dollars to the economy. When you add in the expense of beachfront property, a rising sea level will have a devastating impact on the economy.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of erosion, from when I was a kid till now. It's, the tide's coming up higher and covering, a lot more of the beach. It's washing away.
And could wash away shrimp breeding grounds, along with Magwood's seafood business.
Beyond the incredibly important research that they do at the Baruch Institute, they take it a step further and work with local communities so that the local decision makers have an understanding of the changes that we're seeing along our coast.
The rise of the sea level, the warming of the oceans. This is all happening in South Carolina, and the University of South Carolina is right on top of it and right at the forefront of this kind of research.
That research would lead to there being no limits on how we combat a rising tide.